The 24-inch M1 iMac came out nearly 2 years ago at Apple's spring-loaded event, and Apple hasn't touched it since then, even though they've updated every other Mac with the new M2 chip. But why? The 24-inch iMac is a very important product in Apple's lineup, because it's one of the best-selling Macs in Apple's lineup. In fact, it's the best-selling Mac desktop. So why hasn't Apple updated it with an M2 chip, even though they've put it in the MacBook Air, 13-inch MacBook Pro, and Mac Mini? Well, it's because it's not getting the M2 chip. Mark Gurman from Bloomberg said that Apple is skipping the M2 for the iMac, and are instead waiting for the M3. The reason for this is most likely because Mark says that Apple considers the M2 as sort of a stopgap chip, and the M3 is where the big upgrades will be, because the M3 will be the first personal computer chip based on the 3nm process. Because Apple is waiting for an M3 in this iMac, this means it's not coming for a while. Mark says that Apple has entered EVT, Engineering Validation Test, phase for this iMac, meaning that it's still pretty early prototyping, but the design has been mostly finalized. Mark says that mass production for this new iMac is not going to start until sometime in the middle of this year, meaning that it won't start shipping until later half of this year at the earliest. Outside of the M3 chip, there probably won't be that many other changes to this iMac. Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 are pretty likely, along with Thunderbolt 4. The colors are likely to be the same as the current iMac, and there will be some internal redesigns with this iMac as well. The manufacturing process for attaching the stand will also be different, which could mean that we could see a high adjustable stand for this iMac, just like what we have with a studio display. And the display will be staying the same at 24 inches, no sort of bigger size yet. Gurman says that Apple is still playing with the idea of an iMac Pro, but that's probably not coming until next year at the earliest. So that's when you could expect the next iMac. The iMac hasn't seen any sort of changes in 2 years, but hopefully we'll see this new model by the end of this year.